everybody from the Copacabana neighborhood in Rio. Hi Maria.
Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon. I'm lost for time in Rio. It is so good. You don't know where to look. So many things to look at that time doesn't matter anymore. You're in Rio. Enjoy it. Today we're doing a video that we wanted to do from the beginning that we came to Rio, but unfortunately we had a lot of plans already and weather did not cooperate with us that much. So today, even though it's cloudy, we said, you know what, let's do the video, because if you come to Rio, you have to see the beaches, and we really wanted to show you guys the beaches, at least the most famous ones, but didn't get a chance until today. And we are leaving tomorrow, so we came anyway. I'm gonna turn the camera also to show you the streets and the neighborhood. This is one of the streets that actually leads to the beach. We took the metro to come here. We are staying in a neighborhood called Barra de Tijuca, and by metro it was like 20-25 minutes. Yeah, 25 minutes to get to the metro station that is almost at the end of the Copacabana beach and in the beginning of Ipanema beach. Now we're gonna go to Copacabana and show you the beach. Welcome to Copacabana, the world famous Copacabana.
How do you know you are in Copacabana?
From the sidewalk.
The sidewalk.
From the sidewalk, from everybody that is having a blast on the beach, from the beautiful street and all the buildings right by the water. This beach is world famous. Songs have been written about this beach. Many people have fallen in love on this beach, I can guarantee you that. And it is huge. As I'm gonna move a little bit because I wanted to show you how big it is. But basically, the beach starts way in the distance. I hope the sound quality is good also because it is very loud. It's one of the main streets that goes through the city. But basically the beach starts way at the end over there, goes all around. It is long, it is wide, and it's amazing. And imagine, today it's a cloudy day, to the point that the Sugarloaf Mountain over there, you don't even see the tip of it. So imagine if it was sunny, and it's in the middle of the week, it's a Thursday that we are here. And there are still people here.
Full of people.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah.
I think. But all the days that we passed by here, like by car, and it was always full.
Always,
like,
always.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, it's Copacabana. You don't leave it. You don't just come to Rio and not visit it. And that's why I really wanted to do this video, even though it's cloudy. And Copacabana being Copacabana, it is always full of hustle and bustle. There are street vendors, as you can see, even on the sidewalk. And on the beach also, people sell drinks, people sell cheese and other snacks. There is actually a tea and a cookie that is specific, that when you're on the beach, you have to drink that. Our host, our Airbnb host, had actually left us a pack of that cookies, that it's very common that there is a tea that they sell on the beach. If we see a vendor, I will show you guys that tea also. But Copacabana, we are at post number 5 actually, over there. If you can see in the distance, there are different posts. And all of these posts or stations, there is also lifeguards that are monitoring the beach. So people that go to the water, they are safe.
And police too.
Oh yes, a lot of police also, a lot of police and security. And we wanted to come here even though it's almost at the end of the beach, because we want to go and visit that structure also in the distance. This is a fort, and inside, if I'm not mistaken, there are 2 restaurants or coffee shops, you would say. It's another touristic attraction that you can visit. We were there once before last week, but we didn't film. And if I remember correctly, the entrance was free, right? Only if you want to visit the museum and all the...
Because that is a fort, so it's like a navy, like a
base.
A navy base. So and then there is the museum too. So if you want to go and visit like the museum, you have to pay. Otherwise, you can just go to the restaurants that are there, like by the water.
Yeah. Which, to my satisfaction and happiness, we are going there. So when we go there, we will show you the view from the fort also. It's very nice. And a lot of people at the end of the beach in this part, they also sometimes, if the weather is good, they borrow for surfing, surfboards and little like paddle boards and kayaks at the end of the beach. And from down there, they start going, because the current is a little bit less aggressive because of the fort. You have a little bit of like less pressure from the water than, let's say, if you go right in the middle. So this is Copacabana. Another thing that is worth mentioning is the beaches. The way it is Copacabana, then it's Ipanema, Leblon, and after that there is another neighborhood that is trendy also, Sao Conrado, no?
Yeah.
It's a bit trendy. After that, you have to go through a few tunnels and mountains and highways. Then you will get to the neighborhood where we are, Barra da Tijuca. Now, they're all nice and by the water, but in terms of being busy, Copacabana is always busy, noisy traffic. Then Ipanema is a little bit less. Leblon and Sao Conrado even less, but the most quiet and relaxed one is where we are, Barra da Tijuca, that at the end, if the weather helps and cooperates, we will show you that neighborhood too.
Also of these main ones, because there is many other beaches, like many other beaches that they are almost like empty. There is nobody that you can go and actually be the only one.
Yeah.
The beach.
But the most popular ones in Rio that I was talking about, but yes, all around there is others that are empty, depending on the day that you go to.
So many of them that...
I really feel for the people in Rio. Poor things. Too many beaches to choose from, no? All right, we're gonna take a stroll and go to the fort. Along the beach also, as you can see, there's a wide sidewalk, street vendors and restaurants and bars. You have a bike path, and if I'm not mistaken, in the weekends, I believe it's on Sundays, they close one side of the street. Also, it's worth mentioning that on the beach there's a lot of infrastructure as well. There are showers every like 50 or 100 meters. There are people that rent you the chairs and umbrellas. So if you just want to come here, show up and just enjoy the beach, you have that option. Everything is there for you just to enjoy. And if you want to also go around by bike along the beach or the electric scooters, you have that option too. There are stations that you can rent the equipment from, and then along the way, either on this beach or next beach, wherever you want to stop, there are other stations that you can just drop them off. So we're now inside of the fortress, or what they call it, Forte de Copacabana. And as you can see, it's right at the end of the beach. and from here you have an amazing view of the whole beach that goes the whole way to the end over there. And as you walk in, there are, yes, 2 restaurants that you can choose from. The first one is Confeitaria Colombo that we showed you in our food vlog, the main branch that they have in downtown of Rio. And there is another restaurant at the end. So since we have tried Cafe Colombo, we're gonna try again here, but this time we're gonna have a meal. At least I am going to have a meal. Just the coffee is not gonna cut it. And the view is also amazing. You're just sitting right by the water with Copacabana beach behind you. Can't go wrong with this view. So for the main dish, we ordered the filet mignon stroganoff, and I got the typical Brazilian drink, caipirinha with lemon. Mariana ordered a drink which is a fruit cocktail with alcohol. She says it's good. Is it good?
Yes.
Alright, so we're gonna have lunch and then continue with the rest of the tour. Lunch was done. It was 197 reais. Now we continue the tour of the fort. I was actually reading online. This fort was built in 1914, and every month around 10,000 people visit this fort. By the way, this is the second restaurant that is located here, but the first one being the Colombo was, I think, more popular because their tables were completely full. Also on the side, like this is the restaurant, but on this side there is gift shops, and inside the fort you also have the museum of the Brazilian army, and that's what you need to buy a ticket for. The entrance, like what we did, just coming in to go to the restaurant and visit the fort, there is no entrance fee, there is no ticket, it's free. But if you want to visit the museum, or if there is any exhibition happening at the time that you come, then for that you have to buy a ticket. And at the end there are some stairs you can come up, and you end up on top, on the corner, and oh my god, I don't even know what to call this. Is it a cannon or some sort of a weapon for like defense system? But my god, it's gigantic. It's huge, no? And you can see why they built this fort here. It is extremely strategic, this location. You have the Copacabana over there, but then you have the whole horizon here that you can see everything and control everything from here, and repel all the threats basically. Look at the size of this thing. My god, it's huge. And there is another one on the corner too, so there's 2 of them. The size is a bit intimidating actually. No? My god, imagine the power. Amazing. Wow. But when you get rid of the defense and army and war and all of that, besides that, it's very calm here. It's an amazing place to come and just admire the beauty of Copacabana.
Yeah.
Right there. So basically the fort is located at the end of the Copacabana beach, and then from here on, behind that hill, which is where we are going next, the next beach, Ipanema, starts. Before going to Ipanema,
We now came to this part, which is basically under the platform that we visited, with all the weapons and everything, and I assume this is what you put inside that weapon, which is gigantic. My God. This part also you can visit, and the visit is free. There is no entrance fee again to pay. And this seems to be all the system that controls the angle and the direction that the weapon is pointed to. And yes, these are the, I would say, what do you call it? It's not a bullet, it's not the cannons, yes, that you will put inside. And this one too, this could be like maybe a torpedo or something. I don't know, but this is incredible. Wow, I did not expect this. So the whole thing is under, and from underneath they control where to shoot, which direction, and everything. This is incredible. Wow. And then there is one more. Very interesting. Oh my God. Jesus. Very interesting. I had no idea there is this section underneath that you could visit. And I think these are the tools that you lift the cannons with. And more weaponry. I would think if these are the shells or the cases. Actually, if anybody knows, any of our viewers, please leave a comment, because I'm really curious now that I came here just to know. I think the ones that we see on the other room, they put them inside, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And this is what is used to clean the cannons inside. It's like a chimney that you have to have brushes to clean them. I think for the weapons too. Yeah, you will push everything down with these like bars, and these are most probably to clean inside the cannon. So after a few minutes of walking, as you get out of the Forte de Copacabana, you will end up in this park, which is Parque Garota de Ipanema. Basically translating to the park of the girl from Ipanema. Why? Because through this park, you will end up being at the beginning of the Ipanema beach. And one more location that we really wanted to show you right next to the beach as soon as we get there. So at the end of the park, when you get out of the park, you will find yourself on Ipanema beach. And what we really wanted to show you also, besides the beach, is this big piece of rock here, which is called Pedra do Arpoador. Why is it so important? Because every day at the time of the sunset, there is a huge number of people that sit there and they watch the sunset, which usually happens over there, but today being very cloudy, you don't really have a very good sunset, no?
And this is actually more important because it is what marks the division between Copacabana beach and Ipanema beach. It's Arpoador. So if you look at on the map, you're going to see perfectly that it's through this set of stones that you see the separation of the two main beaches of Rio.
Yeah, and besides that, this is Ipanema beach, which is again just like Copacabana, long, goes the whole way to the end, and wide. On a cloudy Thursday afternoon, it's like this. Imagine on a sunny weekend how packed this beach can get.
Yeah, this, if you look at the pictures or even on Google, look at the busy days here, there isn't space for one person anymore. The umbrellas, they are touching each other. Like you might have like around, I don't know, 1 million people. If it's really busy in high season, easily.
Absolutely. So we are gonna just walk along the beach and go to the next one. And here too you find drinks, you find corn, and all the other kind of vendors that are here selling things. And not to mention, security also is always present, especially during the day that people are here. There is a lot of police and security on the beach. Also today the visibility is not that good, and I'm not sure about the image in our camera with GoPro, but way in the distance, at the bottom of the mountain in the distance, you also see another favela. This is Vidigal, where you find another favela, and even this one you can book your tour. We visited Hacinga, but even for this favela you can book a tour and go and visit it. Some people might visit it even alone, but we don't recommend that. We really think going with a tour guide is essential.
Apparently there is also very famous restaurants there that you can go, and apparently they're very good, but I don't know specifics on that. But maybe if you are interested, you can also try restaurants there.
Yeah, and if you book a tour also, I think you can ask them if they can show you the restaurants too and have a meal there too, so they might include it for like an extra fee or something, but that's another activity you can do.
Once again, street vendors and also the police. And as you know, we are walking with a camera, filming, so the police is everywhere. Also on Ipanema beach you will find the statue of Tom Jobim. That is the person who wrote the song of Garota de Ipanema, or the girl from Ipanema. As we are walking on Ipanema also, Mariana got herself a hat. Do you like it?
Yes.
Very nice. Hey, you're on Ipanema, you're in Rio, why not? Another tip for the tourists that come to Brazil: if you want to make sure to know which beach you're on, look at the sidewalks. The sidewalks, the design of the tiles on the sidewalk in Copacabana is like waves. It goes like waves. But in Ipanema, it's like this. The design is different. You have circles, white and black designs, and there are circles in the middle. So this way you can distinguish and you can make sure that, okay, I'm in Ipanema, I'm not in Copacabana.
Also, we wanted to talk to you about one thing that is very important in Rio: security. I'm gonna turn the camera also that
while we are talking to you, you also see the beach, because we have to walk through Ipanema to get to the next beach called Leblon. Security. Every time we told people that we are coming to Rio, everybody panicked. Oh, but be careful. Don't do this, don't do that. Like a lot of people, even the locals, restaurants that we went, the waiters, everybody, oh, be careful because they're gonna snatch your cell phone from your hand, which is a concern that is valid. I'm not saying it's completely not true, no. In a city that has 14 to 16 million people at the like a metropolitan Rio area, obviously any other city of this size will have the same issues with safety and security. Sorry, hold on to that, because this guy has the tea and the cookies that I talked to you guys about. This is what you buy
and you have with the cookie, and the cookie can be salty or sweet. Now, going back to safety.
There is a huge number of police officers everywhere, especially in touristic areas. Even in our building, all the other buildings, there is always security. There are people at the door. They check your ID before you even go in. So
you have to have the basic concerns, obviously. You have to be cautious. But we took Uber, we took Metro. Yesterday was actually during rush hour. And because we were like all together, I just put my backpack in front. So as long as you respect the basic rules of safety and not go to the neighborhoods that are known for trouble and not stay outside until like 4 a.m., then you should be okay to walk around and like visit anywhere that you want to go and visit. Again,
you see there is these three bicycles. These are the elite force of the military police. They are constantly patrolling the beaches and the touristic areas.
Okay.
But I have to say, this is the first city that we were warned a lot.
Yes.
About not having like your cell phones, like be careful your cell phones, and even like locals, they're saying like, you know, you don't go out, you don't talk on the phone because people can just come, pass by and snatch like from your hands right away.
Yeah.
So I have to say, from all the cities and every place, countries that we have been, this is the first one that is actually like we were warned many times.
Yeah, and I think the concern is it's better to be concerned and better safe than sorry, and also prevention is very strong, so they can just avoid any potential issues, but honestly not as bad as everybody told us at all. Like, everybody talks about the cell phone. Okay, a lot of people on the road are Uber drivers. So every single Uber driver with the window of the car open, they have a cell phone and they have to use the app. They have to get the GPS to go to the destination. So, I mean, even people going to work on the bus, in the metro, you see everybody with their cell phone. People would not be able to live and have a good life and go to work if there wasn't enough security for them to get to their work during the working day. So yes, you have to be careful. Don't go to areas that you're not supposed to go. Like, I saw some videos before that there was a tourist that went to the favela at night alone and ended up in a place that he wasn't supposed to be, and they started chasing him and he had to run away. So obviously that is not recommended. Besides that, look, during the day we're walking with the camera on the beach, busy, and I should knock on wood, but nothing happens if you just pay attention. Just be careful, but don't panic. It's not like they're gonna shoot you or kill you just because they want to take a cell phone from you. Worst case, they pass by you and they just like take your cell phone from you, you know? It's like this. And after a kilometer and a half of walking on Ipanema beach, you will find yourself in another beach called Leblon, or what Mariana is making fun of my French accent pronouncing it. How is it in Portuguese?
Leblon.
Leblon. Okay. Because I pronounce it like in French. Leblon. It's really Leblon. Leblon. With an emphasis on N, but not really. Then, anyway, I butchered the pronunciation. Along the beach, besides the people that sell you chairs and umbrellas, also you have a lot of beach clubs as well. This one is called Clásico. We have the same one in our neighborhood also, Barra da Tijuca. And there are a bit nicer, you have more security, it's more exclusive. You pay for a seat or a couch, and there is food and drinks and everything that they serve you while you're also on the beach. So you have this option as well. So we just took an Uber because today is cloudy and it's getting dark already. It's almost 4:30 p.m. and it's already getting dark. But we wanted to come here and show you this neighborhood as well. This one is called Sao Conrado neighborhood. It's another trendy neighborhood, and the beach is very nice. And it's on the edge of the highway that you have to take to go to where we are staying. Basically, to go to Barra de Tijuca, you have to go through those 2 tunnels. Then there is another bridge in the back of this mountain. Then you get to that area that is called Barra de Tijuca, which is our neighborhood. But unfortunately, with the weather getting a bit too cloudy, I'm afraid it's gonna start even raining, as you can see, even the mountain, and it's getting more and more hazy. So we just wanted to come here quickly, show you this beach as well.
That is the landing area for the paragliding. If you want to, like, they come from the top there and then they land there. Today, unfortunately, is not a good day to see them. But other times that we passed by here, we saw them like flying, and then they arrived just there.
Yeah,
and
that's another activity too, no?
Yeah,
that they could do. It's on top of this mountain, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow, I don't know how, you go up there and then you do the paragliding on the beach, on the sea, and then it lands here and on this side.
There is, there.
And this is where you can actually rent the equipment, or you actually pay for the service to do the paragliding. Since they land right there, they also have a kiosk here, and now they are actually folding their equipments away, I think, for the day they're done. Even across the street there is a square here, and over there is another stand that I think you can book the activity with them to come and do it. This beach, as you can see, as I mentioned, Copacabana is the busiest, then Ipanema, then Leblon, and then you come here, it's like this. And if you go to our neighborhood, Barra de Tijuca, there is almost nobody on the beach, right? It's the least crowded beach.
So we were lucky to get an Uber very quickly and get to our neighborhood before it gets too dark. We are in
Barra de Tijuca, and as I told you that the beach will be empty. Okay, it's later in the afternoon too, but look, there is almost nobody on the beach. Another difference between Barra de Tijuca and the other beaches that we visited is almost all of these buildings across the street, they are residential buildings, and here and there, like that one, there are hotels. This one is a Novotel hotel, but like you don't see a lot of like office buildings or commercial buildings. There are restaurants, residential buildings, and hotels here in Barra de Tijuca. So since it is a few tunnels and a few bridges away from the hustle and bustle of the other beaches like Ipanema, Copacabana, it's more relaxed. The problem is it will take you a while to get to, like, let's say downtown or the other beaches. But if you want to be in an area that is less crowded, this is it. It's also very safe.
Yeah, very, very safe.
Yeah, like every night almost we walked our dog at 10 p.m. for his last walk of the day. Nothing happened. One night we even walked at 10 p.m. for like a couple of blocks to go to the pharmacy, and nothing happened. So everything is good, and as you can see, police also is always present, even here. So nothing to worry about. The sidewalk also is different. As you can see, the design now here, it's 2 fish together, one going this way, the other one going the other way.
I'm glad it didn't rain and it didn't get too dark too quickly, so we could come here and show you this one too. This concludes all the major beaches in Rio that we wanted to show you. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.